everyone, welcome back to Gavin with Gab. So today, I do actually have a specific topic to talk about. We're going to be talking about people that are at the bottom of the food chain, and I have a list, so I'm prepared. So let's get on with it. Hola! I'm so excited for this episode. This is so exciting. Oh my gosh, I have a list again. Guys, I'm prepared. This never happens. I'm so proud of myself for being prepared. This literally never happens. I'm talking to my YouTube channel at the same time I'm talking to you guys. It's like a little behind the scenes of a podcast episode. Speaking of YouTube channel, guys, I'm starting a YouTube channel in the next couple of weeks. So stay tuned for that. Not just like a podcast channel, like a personal channel. So more of that will come to follow. So if you love listening to me talk, then join me to stick around for just chaotic moments of my life. Literally, I just bring chaos everywhere with me. So if you want to see that in action, stay tuned for some more info coming. So I'm going to say bye to YouTube real quick. Bye. I'll see you guys after the podcast episode. So I'm very excited for for my YouTube channel, not the pod. But yeah, so if you guys love hearing me talk, why don't you guys join me in action? You could subscribe to my channel now. It's just Gabby Sinatra. And stuff will be coming soon. Why did it do that blinky thing? That's scaring me. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so today, as I said in the intro, we're talking about people that are at the bottom of the food chain, in my opinion. So again, this is all my opinion, and even though another one of my opinions is that opinions can be wrong and right, this is all just my opinion. Opinions are still subjective. So, but I think these are right. Anyways, don't get offended by these. It's all meant with haha funny for the most part. Some of them, like, I'm not saying you should change yourself if you do them, but some people that do certain things on here, very questionable. Anyways, let's get started. Okay, so the first one. People who use forks for sushi or can't use chopsticks. Okay, first of all, it's not that difficult. Like, if I can learn it, you can too. That's all I have to fucking say. If I fucking learned it, it's not rocket science. You'll be fine. Chopsticks, like if you're going to a sushi restaurant and you ask for a fork, please. Like, you're immersing in the culture. It's also the same bitches that are like, I hate when people come to the United States and can't speak English. Well, you can't even fucking use chopsticks and you're going to a Japanese restaurant. One is a lot harder than the other. So, like, until you fucking know how to use chopsticks, you're like, some people are like, I can never go to a country and move there and then not speak the native language. Bitch, you can't even go to a different culture of a restaurant and learn how to use the proper utensil. So I really don't want to hear it from you. It's always those bitches. It's always those bitches that can't even process how to use a fucking, like, pair of chopsticks. So fuck off. Literally, shut up. I really don't want to hear it. Using chopsticks, if you can't use chopsticks, then honestly just don't go to a sushi restaurant. Like, people are going to say, oh, blah, 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 blah. People are going to complain when I say this. My opinions can be controversial. Fuck off. Anyways, that's the first one. That one gets me so heated. I don't know why, but it does. Speaking of that, there was actually, this has been in my notes app for like over a year. And I saw a flashback. I think I wrote this whole list 4th of July last year. Not gonna lie. I saw a flashback on my Snapchat from today. And because it's my brother's birthday today, and we went to a sushi restaurant. And there was like, I probably posted on my private story complaining about these kind of people. And I was literally just talking about my dad. He fucking asked for a fork at a sushi restaurant. I was like, come on. Learn how to use chopsticks. It's not that difficult. It really isn't. Like, again, I figured out how to do this. Babies, pretty much, like, children learn how to do this. It's not that difficult. You're a grown adult, figure it out. Like, ridiculous. Speaking of food. So next is people who don't eat vegetables, or the only vegetable they eat is like potatoes. Like potatoes, especially, it's not even like a sweet potato either. Like a regular potato, it's not really a vegetable. It's a starchy vegetable. It's the same as having a fucking piece of bread. Nutritiously. Like, it's pretty much the same exact fucking thing. Like, eat a piece of broccoli. It won't kill you. Make a smoothie and add some spinach to it. Fucking grow up. You're an adult. Eat some colors. Next, on the topic of food, I think I'm going to try and stick on the topic of food. So it means I'm going to be jumping around my list a little bit. I wish I organized this list. But people who drink cow milk, I'm sorry, I can't do it. I'm very lactose intolerant, and I used to be a cow milk drinker, but, like, I just really, like, there are other options. We live in, like, a place where you can get literally any kind of milk, and you're choosing cow. Like, you really want that, like, cow udder juice. That's disgusting. Makes me absolutely disgusted. Especially when you get to a certain age. Like, if you're out of elementary school, you really need to figure out a different drink. Like, your go-to drink is milk. Cow milk. Come on. Get over yourself. Still on topic of food. Hold on. People with a peanut allergy. I'm sorry, it's kind of really not your fault, but, like, the thing that can kill you is a fucking peanut. That's kind of sad. Like, it's literally so small. It's smaller than my fucking pinky. And it could kill you. All a bitch got to do is offer you a PB&J. Or, like, put some peanut butter in your fucking, like, whatever you're eating. Cook with some peanut oil. Like, and then you're done. It's kind of cliche. It's overused. Come up with something new. Not saying that, like, having lactose, but actually, you know what? I take back what I say. Okay, so lactose intolerance is normal, so I'm not even going to compare it. Because people who can tolerate cow milk are the mutated ones. It's literal science. My best friend told it to me. She learned it in biology. So, it's literally true. It's literal science. People that are allergic to water, same on, like, the allergy, water, like, food. How are you allergic to water? Like, that one I just really can't, like, wrap my brain around. Like, can people actually be allergic to water? Hold on, I have to really see if this is true. Aquagenic urticaria, also known as water allergy, and water urticaria is a rare form of physical, whatever that fucking new word is, in which hives develop on the skin after contact with water, regardless of temperature. But, like, how are you only allergic to, like, water when it touches you? Because your body is made of, like, 70-something% water, right? Like, what happens if it rains? Like, that's just... Oh, only 37. It's extremely rare. Only, like, 37 people have it. Like, there's only been 37 cases. So it's, like, under 100. But, like, still. Like, how is that, like... How are you not automatically dead? And how is it only, like, your physical, like, outside? Like, the fuck? That one, just, automatically you're dead. You're not real. You're not real. If, like, seriously. I'm sorry to those 37 cases, but, like, you're not real. That's why you didn't even hit 50 yet. Next, people who don't like pickles. Like, I get it's, like, a taste thing, it's a preference thing, but, like, pickles are fucking gas. Like, I'm not saying you have to, like pickled pig's feet, but, like, regular pickles, like, there's a different kind of pickle for every single pickle is a really fun word to say. Pickle. But I don't know why it's called pickleball. Like, there has nothing to do with pickling in it. But anyways, back to pickles. There are different kinds of flavors. There's sweet pickles. There's sour pickles. There's dill pickles. There's kosher pickles. Yada, yada, yada. There is a different flavor. A good gherkin for someone who likes sweet. A good kosher dill for the OGs. There's the bread and butter one. There's like the half sour. Like there are so many different kinds. You have to. I feel like if you don't like pickles, unless it's like a texture thing and you don't like cucumbers too, like you have to, there has to be a pickle out there for you. Come on. Like I am on a mission to find a pickle for every single person. Next, people whose go-to snack is raisins. I can't get behind it. I went to go get candy out of candy bowl at work. And the person who has the candy bowl, they put fucking raisins. So many boxes of raisins in there. I'm like, what is this cheap shit? Like, you're like the worst house on Halloween, giving out fucking raisins. Raisins, really? I hate raisins. I like craisins, but I hate raisins. Raisins make me feel like I'm eating old people. Like, I just can't get behind raisins. Not a fan. I like alive grapes, not wrinkly. Like, I like baby grapes, not like old wrinkly grapes. Like, raisins give off the same energy as prunes. Not it. Also, this is like one of the last food ones. People who like celery by itself, I don't like celery whatsoever, but like your go-to snack is a celery stick. Like you're gonna fucking gnaw on a stick of celery. First of all, I feel like they have such a weird taste. Like they're really not it for me. But are you a fucking guinea pig? Like just chomping on, like I'm a vegetarian and like I eat like a fucking bunny, but I'm not like chomping on a fucking celery stick. Also, what grosses me the fuck out, like, literally, my, like, if I was on Fear Factor and someone made me eat something, like, that, my worst fear, pretty much, like, not my worst fear, it's not, like, a fear, but, like, a nightmare food for me to eat, and I'm not talking about, like, the gross shit, I'm talking about normal food, is those stupid celery sticks with the peanut butter, and, like, isn't it called, like, ants on a log or some shit, and it's, like, celery sticks with peanut butter and raisins, like, low-key, at that point, like, those are, like, my 3 least favorite foods. At that point, I low-key would rather eat, like, actual ants on a fucking log than, like, that that's a gross combination to me, too. Like, because it's, like, because celery is a vegetable. It's not like it's, like, apple slices with peanut butter or something. Like, no, it's, like, eating a fucking piece of broccoli with, like, marshmallow sauce and sprinkles. Like, that's what it tastes like to me, like, in my imagination. Like, that's what it feels like. Like, they're just foods that shouldn't go together. Lastly, I think in the food category is people who don't like carbonation, like, at all. Like, I don't care if you don't like seltzer. I don't care if you don't like soda, but, like, you don't like the carbonation. Like, kind of get over it. Oh, the bubbles in my mouth, like, I don't like the feel. Get over yourself. Like, it's different if it bothers your stomach. Like, that's a medical thing. But if it's just you, you're literally the problem. Like, that's it. Okay, now, we're gonna get into, like, well, I don't really know. There's not really a set topic. But, like, since we got all of the food things done, for the most part, let's get to continue. Okay. People who have posted a picture holding a fish. Come on. And I'm literally talking to just the guys. Like, girls don't really do this stupid ass shit because it's stupid as fuck. But, like, you really caught a fish. You're literally taking, like, you're making it take its last breaths for oxygen so you can get this selfie. That's, like, literally pulling someone's life support plug to get a picture with, like, say you want to plug in your camera or some shit to charge it. Like, you have to plug your phone in to pull someone's life support. That's what it's giving that. Like, you wanted to do a photo shoot in a hospital and you had to pull someone's life support out. Like, that's what it feels like. And also, it's just no one wants to see you holding a slimy, dying fish. I don't care if you throw it back after. Fuck off. Like, let the fish, like, live its life. You don't need to take a picture of it. Like, the fuck? Like, and no one cares. No one cares how big the fish is that you just caught. Like, it's really not, like, you wasted, like, what, 3 hours to catch one fish? Like, fishing is just not something I could get behind. Like, oh my god, I saw, like, this post. Someone reposted on Instagram, and it was like, hold on, let me pull it up. Okay, I found it. Instead of finding a new form of social media, we should all go back to bonfires, tailgate parties, night fishing, porch sitting, and cruising with the window playing. Okay, first of all, I agree with pretty much all of those. Like, that sounds dope, except for the night fishing. I don't do the day fishing. There is no need for me to be going fishing at night with all the serial killers running around outside. Like, nighttime just seems like bad juju to do anything. Like, and you're so, like, it's the same as pumping gas. Like, you're stuck there. It's just giving unprotected and vulnerable. Like, not it. No, thank you. I don't do the day fishing. I don't need to do the night fishing. Now, it's a very similar group of people that I'm speaking to for this next one. People's favorite holiday is the 4th of July. In my opinion, the 4th of July is the dumbest fucking holiday ever. First of all, not everyone was independent. Like, America is, sorry, this is going to hurt a lot of people's feelings, but the United States is not the best country in the world. Sorry. Like, hush hush, not everyone's fucking free. And it seems like a holiday for pyromaniac alcoholics and nationalists. And that's just my humble opinion. Well, not so humble, but yeah, my opinion. Okay, so next is in the same category is people who think America is the greatest country in the world. I got in this huge fight with this kid on 4th of July last year over it. I told this story when it was like the week after 4th of July or something. But, like, I'll read the response that I said to you because she was like, America is the greatest country in the world. And this is, like, also put in time, like, this is literally, I was pissed, too, because Roe v. Wade was, like, literally just overturned, like, a few weeks before that. Like, Roe v. Wade was overturned the day of my graduation. So then I said this very respectfully, too. It is embarrassing that you are so ignorant about the truth of this country. It was established on hatred and is founded on stolen land. The only people freed on the 4th of July were rich white men. People like you are the reason the country regressing in its freedoms. I'm sorry, but I refuse to respect a country that doesn't respect me and my rights. And that is something you'll never understand. I'm not proud to be American. It doesn't mean that I'm not grateful not to be living in a third world country, but it's completely arrogant and ignorant to say we are the best country in the world when in a span of 1 week, we have regressed several decades. And, like, that was all I said because I was like, I don't have time for this buffoon to tell me about my rights. So, yeah. I don't fuck with people who think America's the greatest country. And there are always people that have never left the United States and refer to, like, America as one country. Like, are you talking about the Americas? Americas are continents. There's 2 of them. There's not one. It's not a country. So the United States of America. See, you're forgetting the of. That's why it needs to be like USOA. Because everyone forgets the of. So they're thinking it's like American United States. America. But, yeah, those people I don't fuck with. Next, we're going to talk about still the same kind of people. But again, remember, I wrote this last year. So, I mean, like, part of this isn't low-key still relevant. But people who listen to, like, just finance talk radio, Ben Shapiro and Andrew Tate. Well, now Andrew Tate has been, like, taken off a bunch of platforms and everything. And he's in jail. All that fun stuff. Well, now he's under house arrest. But I mean, like, so now they're not, like, as out in the open, but Andrew Tate, like, surfaced so many fucking dumbasses. That's all I gotta say. The one thing I kind of hate about him not being on Instagram anymore and being removed from it is I can't see, like, who followed him. And, like, it's only the people I knew that followed him, but, like, I can't see if new people are, like, supporters of him. That's the one thing I don't like about him not being on Instagram anymore. Like, I wish I could see, like, who's, like, used to follow him, you know, before he got taken down. Like, that would be amazing. Instagram, can you come up with a feature like that, please? And, like, I just want to, like, know who... Like, I love looking at who people follow on Instagram. Like, if I can't find your Instagram and see who you follow before, like, I even, like, interact with you, I don't really fuck with you. Because, like, I want to know, like, what I'm getting myself into. Like, I don't want to associate with certain people. And, like, depends on who you follow. Not going to associate with you. Next, I think... I have a really long list here, so I'm just trying to figure it out. Okay, people who can't swallow pills. This goes again with, like, the grow the fuck up. Like, you're a grown-ass adult and you can't swallow a Tylenol pill. Can you fucking get over yourself? Please, like, I literally knew someone who is 18 years old and can't swallow pills. Like, needs, like, liquid Tylenol. Like, get over yourself. Like, we're not asking you to swallow a brick. Like, people are asking you to swallow an Advil. Because you won't shut the fuck up about your headache. Get over yourself. Because also, like, pills are just so much easier than, like, pill Dayquil is so much easier to take than liquid Dayquil. Like, liquid Dayquil just stays in your... Ugh, I hate liquid medicine. Next is morning shower people. Like, I get if you shower, like, twice. Like, when I'm on my period, I like to shower twice. Because, like, I feel like... Like, in the morning, I feel like I wake up and, like, this sounds disgusting, but I feel like I'm very bloody and gross. But then at night, I also feel like I have to shower because I went through the day. Unless you're staying home and not doing anything. But if you're doing stuff, shower. You're going to get all sweaty and then you're going to go to bed and sleep like that? Really? You're not staying in my bed. You could sleep on the floor. What was I going to say? That was going to send me into something. I don't really know. Okay, I'll just keep going down the list then. People who post thirst traps with the LED lights still, and they're out of high school. Like just the specific ones. Like, I think everyone knows exactly what I'm talking about. Where it's, like, the camera goes down and then the color changes, like, from, like, blue to red. Like, there are videos of me somewhere doing that. But, like, I was in high school, so it doesn't count. And it was, like, before I wrote this list. So, like, yeah, I did it, too. I'm making fun of myself, too. But, yeah. Yeah, no. Like, I just can't. I can't. Like, a lot of these, not a lot of these, but some of these, like, I've done, too. So, that's why I'm, like, even more grossed out. Because I'm like, that's so embarrassing for my life and soul. Anyways, people who are against cursing because it's unsophisticated, but really just can't do it tastefully. That's my opinion, why you think, like, cursing is, like, not sophisticated. Like, I understand certain places, like, you really shouldn't curse, but, like, also cursing, like, curse words are just words. Like, when you really, like, think about it. And especially if it's not, like, a slur, like, it's just, like, a regular curse word, like, it's, like, fuck, or, like, shit. Like, that's not that big of a deal. You're not saying, like, slurs, it's a curse word. We're just saying, oh, that's not good to say, but, like, why? Because society told you it's not? Like, it's not coming out of, like, a place of hate. Like, there is a difference. People who make one thing their whole complete personality. Like, it's, like, can you have multiple things? Like, can you just, like, broaden your horizons? Like, it's always, like, the football players, too. They just make football their whole personality. Like, we get it. You were a QB in high school, but now you're 45, and you're working at an accounting firm. Like, or you're an angry TSA agent who lost their scholarship because they got injured. No one cares. No one really cares. Get a little bit more of a personality. Next is people who watch cable. Like, and like pay for it. Like, why are you paying that much money a month? Like, you're paying like $75 a month. Like, you could literally just get like Netflix or Amazon Prime. Like, Netflix is like $17 a month now, and like Amazon Prime's like $10 maybe. Like, there's no point to watch cable, because then you really don't get an option of what you're watching. Like, you have to watch whatever's on. Like, it's kind of stupid. And then if you want to watch certain things that aren't on, you have to pay more to rent them. Yeah. Oh, I know exactly where I was gonna go with the morning showers. People, specifically men, who are grossed out by the word period, or just like the concept. Like, my 12th grade math teacher, God bless him, like, and his soul, love that man. But it's like, so I ran a female empowerment club that I started my senior year, and like our big mission, like my big goal of that year was to get period products put in the bathrooms, funded by the school. And like, so, but like, first to start it up, like, our club had to fundraise and put them in the bathrooms. So after school, like, we would walk around, and me and my friend, we would go to the bathroom right next to his room and be like, oh, can you open the door for us? And then, like, we had like a box of tampons. It wasn't even opened. And he's like, oh my God, what are you doing with those out? And we're like, it's a box. It's literally a box that says Tampax on it. Grow up. You have daughters. Like, his daughters are like, I think like under 10. But like, I was like, how the fuck are you gonna deal with this? Like, I'm like, it's the same as fucking putting toilet paper in a bathroom. Like, but yeah, just like, get over it. Every person with a vagina has a period. Get over yourself, please. Like, you're not the one changing the tampon. Like, imagine how we feel. Imagine how we feel. Like, I feel like that one sound, like the TikTok sound is like, imagine how tired I am, or like whatever. It's like something like that. Yeah. Talking about high school. People that believe they're high school sweethearts, but they're still in high school. Like, come on. Jeremy, Jessica, you guys are 14. Make it out of high school as a couple before you say you're high school sweethearts, please. Like, or they're like, happy 1 month for the rest of, and then on to the next rest of our lives. Someone, oh my God, someone that I went to high school with posted like their boyfriend, and they're like, down 8, a lifetime to go. But then I was like, 8 what? Like, days, weeks, months? I know it's not fucking years. Like, especially if you're like under like the 2-year mark, relax a little bit. Just a lifetime to go. Like, really, you shouldn't say that till like 5 years. I'm feel like if you're under that, relax with the lifetime shit. Like, relax. Like, I've had friendships that have lasted longer than your fucking relationship. And also, like, people who marry the first person they've ever dated. Like, you go on one date and you're like, I'm gonna marry this person. And, like, you end up marrying them and realize there's other people. I feel like the divorce rates are so high, too. Now, like, yes, because, like, women can get divorces, and also because men fuck up. But also for the fact, like, I feel like since society, like, sets such a high standard, like, women have such low self-worth of themselves a lot of the time. So then, like, they settle, and they just settle for what they think they should do. But then they realize, like, their self-worth is actually higher, and then they leave. Like, I feel like, or you get married because you feel like you should, not because you actually want to. And then you're like, I don't want to do this shit anymore, and then you leave. Okay, next, my best friend's boyfriend is gonna get annoyed with me for this. But people who listen to country music, like, barf. I couldn't think of a worse, well, I can, but, like, not really. Like, it's a tough competition, but, like, it's definitely one of the worst. Like, I really would rather jam a pencil in my eardrum than have to listen to country music for 12 hours. Like, that's literally how much I hate, like, country music. It's just, yippee-ki-hey, yee-ho! That's what it sounds like to me. Like, I love certain country music songs. Like, I love, like, singing but making fun of. like, with a fucking ridiculous accent. I forget what, like, the song is, but it's like, nah, nah, nah. I don't even know. I don't even know how it goes. But it's like, I can't even think of it, but I know I make fun of it. But yeah. A lot of times, too, it's the audience of country music that I really don't fuck with. Some of the songs aren't bad, but it's the fan base. Like, it's a lot of times how people feel about, like, Taylor and Harry fans. Like, some of them are a little bit extreme. And it's like, oh, it scares me. Like, you know, that's how people feel. But it's, like, in a different sense. It's, like, more of in a sense you feel like you're gonna get hate crimed if you walk past. But anyway, so then, following with that, these are very similar people now. People who think the economy is set in stone. Can you not? Like, I feel like everyone thinks I'm fucking crazy when I say this shit. But, like, it's literally made up. Fucking fix it. It's not that you can't. It's that you won't. Like, I fixed the economy multiple times and no one wants to listen to me. And also people who don't understand why, like, billionaires are bullshit. People don't seem to really process how much a billion is. Oh, shoot. I highlighted it, like, and not in a straight line. But people don't really seem to understand, like, what a billion is. A billion is 1,000 millions. How many fucking millions do you have? Now imagine having 1,000 of those. How long it would take you. Like, some people don't even die with, like, maybe 1 million, 2 million. Like, and then to have 1,000 of those? There's no ethical way of doing that. It's either through, like, generational wealth that they grew, but most likely exploited, or the generational wealth was because of exploitation and slavery, or it's from current exploitation. Like, there's no way to pay fair wages and still have $1 billion. And, like, the people who have billions of dollars, like, multi-billion dollars, like, you could do so much with that, but you won't. I think it's just the level of greed. Anyways, next is people that can't get the Jell-O out of a Jell-O shot. It's not that hard. And I'm not, like, promoting drinking, but if you decide to take a Jell-O shot, you better fucking be able to get that Jell-O out of that Jell-O shot. It's really not that difficult. I came up with a trick, but I'm really not going to say that right now because I don't want to promote underage drinking. But if you're going to take a Jell-O shot, you better fucking know how to take it. That's all I gotta say. I don't know what to say next. I know, like, what I have, but, like, it's just, like, I don't know what to choose, like, what to save best for last. People who play videos out loud and publicly, you're not really bottom. This is, like, an honorable mention. You're not really bottom of the food chain. You just kind of annoy me, because, like, it's always the bitches that play it, like, full volume. Like, it's so annoying. Like, no one wants to hear your fucking video of, like, a dog chasing a bird. Like, it's always, like, the Facebook moms, like, that play it so fucking loud. I'm like, can you not? Can I please run your phone over right now with my fucking car? Like, I really, like, unless you want to run me into this building, you could use my car. Like, run into me, please. Speaking of cars, people who drive, so say someone says, we'll buy you any car you desire. This one is not about, like, it's the only one you could afford. If someone says to you, we'll buy you any car you desire, we'll give you, like, doesn't matter the price tag, and the car that you're picking out is either a Kia Soul or a Jeep truck. To me, there's something really wrong with you. Like, no price tag, that's what you're picking because you like it. Like what you like, but, like, really? That's your taste? Okay. That's all I gotta say. People who can't do laundry. Like, I understand not wanting to do laundry, but doing it is not hard. Like, I don't fold my laundry 99% of the time until I have to put it away. and even then I don't really fold it, but that's like a laziness thing. I know exactly how to fucking do it. Like, if I had to do it, I could do it. But, like, you don't know how to, it's a washing machine. You're not going down to the rocks and using a washing board. You're not making the fabric from, like, fucking threads. Like, it's, you put it in the washer, you put it in the dryer, you fold it. It's really not that complicated. Like, you're not building the washer machine, dude. Like, it's literally not rocket science. And lastly, people would think therapy is fake. Like, fuck off. Like, yes, therapy can only help you so much, and you have to, but, like, it's like getting a gym membership. Therapy is like getting a gym membership. You can pay as much money as you want for a gym membership, but it's up to you to actually go and actually work out. Like, you could go to the gym, you could sit in the locker room the whole time, though. Or you could go to the gym and then do all the exercises you need to do a class, whatever. Or you could just not even show up. Like, that's the same with therapy. Like, you could either just not actually say anything, like, truthful or actually important. Like, you could just sit there and not say anything, not work on anything. Because you also have to work on things on your own, too. Like, it's like having a trainer. Like, they help you so much, but you also have stuff you have to do on your own. Like, you have to watch what you're consuming. Like, when you're, like, by yourself, the biggest thing is, like, what you're consuming. Like, the people you're around, the media you're consuming. Like, it also, like, what physical activity you're doing, what you're eating. Like, those things do contribute to, like, your mental health. It literally is a triangle. Like, they taught us this in, like, 7th grade health class. Like, it's a triangle. Like, you have to balance it. But, like, therapy, like, the first thing my therapist said was, like, do you want to be here? Otherwise, this isn't gonna work. Like, so if, like, you think therapy is fake, it just is probably because you're not putting 100% into it and you're not doing it with the right intentions. And, like, if you don't want to be there, it's never going to work. Like, if someone forces you to be there, it's not gonna work. Like, my therapist told me about this one person who, like, her mom bought her, like, a dog and, like, all these things, like an iPad, a dog, like, whatever she wanted just for her to go to therapy, but it didn't do anything because she wasn't, like, an active participant in the therapy. So if you're thinking therapy is fake, like, there's different kinds of therapy for you, too. Like, it doesn't have to be you're sitting down with a therapist. Like, there are different ways for you to, but, like, in my opinion, everyone should go to therapy. Like, it's beneficial to everyone, but, like, not everyone puts in the effort. So, it's a sad truth. But that was the end of my list. But if you have any more, I would love to hear them, please. I would literally love, this was one of my favorite episodes to film. It's always the ones that I'm prepared for. I love filming, but the thing is, I can't really, like, think of things. Like, I've sat on this for over a year, and I just found it because I was going through my notes to, like, look for stuff to, like, I was starting, like, a little folder for YouTube stuff, and that's how I found this. I accidentally clicked on a folder, and I found it. So, if you want to hear more like this, then let me know. Okay, so that was all for this week's episode. I love you all so much. Let me know if you guys liked episodes like this. And then also keep an eye out for my personal YouTube dropping things, just keep an eye out for everything. Anyways, I love you. I'll see you guys next Thursday at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So yeah, kisses. Mwah.